back, ladies and gentlemen. I told you that my brother Dash had become the second greatest magician, Hardeen. Well, Dash and I were trying to think of a better escape, something that could represent entrapment beyond entrapment. And I've always had an obsession with madness, with death, restraint. And Dash and I were visiting the New York Institute for the Mentally Insane. And as we walked through the halls, we saw all types of insanity. And I looked into one padded room, and there was a poor soul in there, and they had him restrained in a straitjacket. And he was writhing and fighting and trying to get out. And I saw such the representation of the restraints around his arms reflected the restraints in his own mind. And I knew that was going to be a fantastic presentation. So Dash and I talked about it, and we ended up getting a couple of straitjackets, and we worked and we tried. And for a while, he and I would present it standing. But to make it more challenging, I decided, rather than just escaping the straps, just escaping the chains, I would also escape gravity. So with the help of my assistants, I present to you the straitjacket escape. I've always had a fascination with modern things. And a few years ago, I bought an airplane. And Bess and I went to Australia. And I happened to know that there was no one that had flown an airplane in Australia. So after a long, sickening ship ride, I, Harry Houdini, was the first man to fly a plane in Australia. If nothing else, that will put me in the history books forever. Now, if you will indulge me, we shall begin the escape. In time. And we're very proud to say that we have created a whole new look at illusion and escape and magic. And I'm here to tell you that it is all done with physical know-how and tricks. My good friend Arthur Conan Doyle always thought that I could dematerialize. And I continually told him that no, I merely know the trick. So as we finish up the evening, I'm going to finish with this last escape. It is the torture cell, in which I will be placed in upside down and hopefully escape in a certain amount of time. With my assistance, please.